Shalom, family. Glory be to God and blessed be. You would be surprised, but most cases, I really don't know after Shalom how I'm going to start, what I'm going to say. I don't have a plan. I have words. Sometimes I have points that I've thought of throughout the day that I want to bring up, but I don't make notes. I just kind of let things flow. It's even better if the spirit moves. Not in the sense I would use it, as in no one can stop what has begun. No, as a I as an ideology that becomes a lifestyle, the nihilist believes that life is meaningless. It's totally meaningless. You live, you make babies, you struggle, or you're born rich, you're born black or Hispanic or white or Asian, and then your ass hit the dirt. Generally speaking, in under 80 years. These days, the way they working hard on getting you dead these days, so 75. If that was the case, then they wouldn't require sacrifices, rituals, and things of that nature. Again, don't mind me. I'm just confused. I mean, hmm, topographical thinking. Something just popped in my head like an epiphany, and I said, well, shit, come to think of it. But at any rate, where does this nihilistic attitude in this country come from? And you do see it. I believe that it's born of as it was being built to rectify, to rectify. But where does it come from? If you look at this country's history, you see the documents man manifest destiny. Strike that word. I will never be using it again. Manifest destiny. I don't like it. Too many damn syllables juxtaposed to each other. Okay, I don't like the word. It doesn't roll freely off my tongue. It's one of the words that I have to visualize. Manifest destiny. I don't know why. There's just certain words in the English lexicon. It's sort of like stage fright mentally. Anyway, anyway, it is through these documents. Okay, these are documents that give a people the right to pretty much do whatever they want on the world stage. And these documents give them justification or understanding of their own destiny, as you would think of as you read that document. Okay? Manifest destiny. If you read it, and it's still scaring me. The bastard. But as in, they worse than you? Damn. We make strange bedfellows, don't we? Strange bedfellows. You stay on your side too. Don't let me, boy. Stay on your side. At any rate, documents like this that has driven the formation of the country, the political formation of it. Okay, political. This formation is taught, driven. I mean, taught and nurtured and from the start. From the start, with the knowledge of what right and wrong is, and you do it anyway. Well, if you keep doing this over and over, then eventually that conscious in that conscious that all of us is born with. Well, some of us are just, I hate to say it, but some people are literally born evil. They are born to do bad things, and they're going to. But that's not the norm. That's not the norm. Most of it is a learned behavior. Most of it. It's a learned behavior. Stop things like school shootings. As of today, 23 shootings. Today. And because of what I was talking about earlier, the social order, how it's ranked, its founding, which doesn't allow you to say anything, especially truthful. I mean, you in ass deep. You're in ass deep. You can't say anything about anything. Anything about anything that would upset the understanding of the social order, which is basically, I mean, they're man giving you, I mean, you are growing the value, and then they are giving you little pieces of paper to give it back to them for what you've already given them in terms of work and labor, which gives it value. I don't understand. I should tell your mother. I should tell your mother's on you. She would she would find shame. She'd find shame. She'd say, no, not my boy. Yeah, ma'am, it's your boy. The rest of us. Shit. But at any rate, as in some point, everything comes to reality. Reality. You know, it's amazing to me how you have broken each other into camps, and then sub camps. You have Democrat and Republican, and then left and right, left of left, left of center, center right, right of center, extreme right. We have nothing to do with it. Let me clear something up right now. We have never been citizens, not by the definition of it, in this country. Not most are definitely not even anecdotally. Not even anecdotally. We are second class citizens given to your whims and wishes. Let's make this shit clear. We have no power to shape policy. Them other people do. Them other people do. They do. I'm going to get back to them, and I know they do because they scared like you. And come on. He's going to surely want entry then. Who does that? Either it was locked or either it wasn't. Either you're opening the damn door or you're not going to open it. And by you messing with that lock, I think he's going to know pretty damn fast that you have no intention of opening this damn door. And whatever happens after that is pretty much on you. Anyway, you know, I live next to some people, man, and your car is still warm. Just come out. We have the warrant, ma'am. Calling her by her name, which I'm not going to do, but just come out. And they was out there an hour and a half. The good police work because eventually it wore her down. It was next door to pleading, like, ma'am, we are not going to leave. We're not going to leave. What you doing, eating breakfast or something? You may as well just come out. Goodness. But eventually she did. I mean, at the 30-minute mark, they were leaning on it, and she'd make it hot up there, and she'd run back to Houston. I shit you not. And then the knock came at her door. Them people got tired of messing with her, and someone got tired of fucking chasing her, and they called the authorities. None of my business. But you have created all these. It's like a Bantu's land based on race, culture, tongue, politics, ideology, geopolitical understandings. I'm just into stuff that you really wouldn't approve of. I'm just being square with you. I'd rather you not see it. But you have created this Bantu's land. So over on the right, I can tell you now that they are screaming for war. They are screaming, I mean, they looking for battle axes and shields. I'm telling you. I'm telling you this. And to be straight and again, please don't involve us. In fact, let me make this very clear. Same page. They all on the same page. And on the left, the entire spectrum is disavowing responsibility at all levels. At all levels, they're even blaming some of the members of the right of all spectrums for what has happened. This is what's going on as I speak. As I speak. And this is going to get ugly. It's going to get ugly. And it's going to get ugly. This is not a open and shut case thing. Second thing, they don't know where they went. Then they say it's from 200 yards. Yet we have a lady in the crowd saying that it felt like it or sounded like it was 60 yards. These are just variables. Just variables. But the most important one is he got away. Got away. Now, I'm I don't like speculation. This was not one of the people that I think of as my counsel. Certain things only I talk about and they talk about. You never talk about it. Never. Don't mention it. Don't go there. Now I'm sure that they understand why. This has become a murderous affair. They are out to murder truth. They're out to murder Christians. They're out to murder anything pretty much. Each other. Each other is what I'm trying to tell you. They're out to murder each other. And you're going to manage to corral cats. One always escapes. And as soon as you chase that one, you gonna come back at it's three missing. You're gonna work all night trying to herd cats. It can't be done. You got all this shit on the world stage. You got violations of other countries' sovereignty, straight up setups. I mean, it's like people who watched gangsterism in movies and then instill fear. They are convinced that if they can instill fear, that they can control you. And on a purely animalistic level, it generally works. It's a few animals that it won't work against. It's not going to work against a lion. It's not going to work against badgers and wolverines. None of your true predators will it work against. Only domesticated, docile animals can you induce fear in. Try it with the lion. And if you survive, you won't do it again. Been personally chased by the lion, but everybody else running from the lion. So it is a safe assumption that I should probably be running away from this lion. But that's not the guarantee. Every now and then, and I shit you not, a lion gets his jaw broke on the Sahara. Because this zebra didn't run. He didn't flee with the herd. Sometimes it's at the back of the herd and decided, fuck this running, and run right at the lion. And now it's a fight. Generally, it's a 50-50 fight too. The last administrations have helped to speed it up for whatever reason. And really on that spiritual level, it all makes sense. It all makes sense. This is why certain segments of our population want war. I never knew that the Democratic Party was was so full of war hawks and warmongers. I didn't. I mean, it's like war is just something that we choose, that we just choose. Nothing about nothing, affiliated or not, is not to happen to you or, or meant for you. So I say that to say that this. Imagine being part of a organization that if one member of it goes to war, we all have to go to war. But my people don't want to go to war. Shit, we tired of war. When have we not been fighting? When? What year in this country, in any of your lifetimes, where we ain't been killing somebody? They showing you the bodies as they bring them off the airplane. They showing you real war footage. Real. Now, today, they don't want us to see it. They don't want everybody hiding. Why do you think that is? Why do they want to protect you, I guess, from the atrocities of war? As if you thin-skinned. As if you just can't take it. They don't want you to have an opinion. But I'm going to tell you again, in this country, in like forever, I don't even want to give you World War II. Because again, it all makes sense to me. But then, you know, I'm low level and I'm from the streets. So I kind of exist by street code. You can't keep giving listen, me and homeboy having it out. We've been shooting at each other now for months. Okay? He see me up at the block, I get shot at and I escape. I catch his ass slipping, I open fire, and for some reason, we can't get each other. Okay? Let me pause a minute, man. Because we are a long ways away from nihilism, which is where we are now. Not that it really matters. But then I just don't believe it. I thought I did in the beginning, but upon further extrapolation, I don't believe that you are complete nihilist as a country. Damn. I got ahead of myself on that one. I got ahead of myself. Anyway, if you do anything or make any policy absent, only God can make what is crooked straight. Not you. Not you. Not me neither. And man, that was a freaking lesson and a half for me. See, I thought that you could save people. I thought that you could correct people. I thought that you could show people the right way and they would gravitate toward that. I was wrong. You know how long it took me to learn that damn lesson? And the methods that was used to make sure I learned it? You have no idea. They will even pop you at a 20, man. Anyway, man. Let's move on. Distraction. Where were we? Where were we? What were we talking about? We were talking about Gaza, and we were talking about that other situation. If you've been following me, you'll know what situation that I'm talking about. Don't lose focus. Don't lose focus. Okay? This is the type of situation or the type of chess game where the pawns are real. They actually die. And the knight is real. He will actually die if you don't use him right. The rook will die if you don't make the right move. They are not going to argue against your orders. If you say move over there, they're going over there. And they will be quickly annihilated by the enemy. This is why most of your power pieces always move with protection. always, if he must die, then it won't be for free. It won't be for free. It'll be life. It depends on what's going on the battlefield, actually. So listen, distractions. I can guarantee you, listen to me closely. From here on out, everything is deadly serious. This is not a drill. It's not a game. We live in a very violent and volatile situation in this country. This country was always violent. It has killed itself at least 3 times. This is how entrenched the politics of it is. I don't know on either side who has the credibility and the trust enough to say, hey, calm down, and they actually respect it enough to calm down. I don't. I don't believe it. There's a man dead. I don't believe it. There's a history. And man, listen, I don't advocate violence like that. Better that they come to your way of thinking and you make of them an ally rather than make them martyrs. Martyrs. This is why I say, and I see this all over, who was in charge here? Who was in charge here? Now you have ignited an firestorm, but believe it or not, they knew that that's what it would do. This is what led me to terms like distraction. And I hate calling it a mere distraction. That is disrespectful as hell. But on the political level, they hate you. And then on top of that, the devil hate all of you. All this hate. Damn. And it's serious. You hate him, he hate you, and the devil hates you both. I mean, he feeding both sides. Here's a little money for you. Here's a little money for you. Here's a couple of guns for you. Here's a couple of guns for you. What you want? Whiskey? Jack Daniels is all we got. Here's a barrel of Jack for you, and you don't even drink, but here's a barrel of Jack, and talking heads are done. That's when I started to speak on it, because then I finally have enough, plus what I already knew, that generally address what I already knew, like what I already know now, but won't say. But won't say. But I can tell you this, it's all going to culminate in their end. In their end. These, at some point, I don't know if you've ever met this type of person and giving them nightmares. I don't care about you having nightmares. You need the nightmares. But them, they don't, not so much. Not so much. At any rate, I tell you the truth. Okay? What you do with it is up to you. And I would tell those who are involved in this give and take, be careful out there. And I would tell those who are on the side of right, whatever right is, okay? I'm not getting into none of commit such said act of violence. But in my defense, they had it coming, and it was a part of a long night of violence that lasted from fucking sundown until almost sunrise the next morning. It wasn't disconnected. It didn't just appear. I didn't just go wilding. No, something led up to it. And back in them days, some shit you just don't let go. You just can't let it go. It was street code. You can't let this go. so it wasn't let go and run everybody out. Do you remember how you felt when they were running? I mean, I'm talking to the House members, because most of them are still there. Remember the moment that you heard the crowds coming and you started running? Go back to that moment. Go back to that moment, because you seem to have forgotten that moment. Go back to that moment. See, here's what actually escaped you. They had the opportunity to kill every last one of you. They did. They did. Photographs of my boots on your desk. I did not come to take portraits off your wall. I did not come to sample your fine cuisine. I did not come to audit you or to look other through your blackberries. No, I came to sit in that seat right there and acting as though I am in authority. Period. But that's not what happened. That's not what happened. Here's the wrong way to do it. And do this on a Friday and then realize, oh, I got to be at work Monday by the standards of your enemy. I want you to understand this here. The higher up you go from street level all the way up to the president, if you are an American, you are a viable target. Understand? Don't say I didn't warn you. I am source. I am seven. I am one.